All right, so my trees are not doing as great. My apple is still on here, but my trees are definitely having some issues with growing. As you can see up top, it's brown. So I know it's not a good show, but we're gonna try to figure out how to turn these things around. My peaches, they are still kind of hanging in there. They had withered away, but I've been watering them, so we're gonna keep our eyes on them. It's been so hot, so my trees are actually limping. Plum tree, I told you that did not do good. Most of all the plums fell off the tree, but I did talk to my significant other's mom, and she told me that that does happen with younger trees, so we're just gonna keep our eyes on it. If you guys go back and look at the previous video, this tree has been rehabbed, and this was all yellow, and so now it is green, as you can see. And then we got more green leaves coming on, and this is my kumquat tree. So let me get a good shot of that. Let's see if I can zoom in. So you guys can see all the green that's on this tree. Okay, it's a little bootleg out here. Like I said, we're moving. So this is my blueberry tree, and as you can see, the blueberries did not get as big as they did last year. I may have a video and insert a clip for that, but I definitely been trying to work on them. So I think this tree needs something. I'm just not sure what it is. I gotta research, and that's what gardening is about. You got to do your research, okay? All right, so this is my orange tree. I've been rehabbing it back to life. So it was completely brown, okay? It was completely brown, and now we see that we have green growing all around it. So I'm very proud of it. I'm gonna keep working with it to try to get it back to good health. Okay, this, what is that? Oh, okay. It's not weeds, are they? Growing in there. I don't know if that's part of a tree or this is weeds. So if it's weeds, we're gonna have to get it out of there. But this is the fig tree. Fig tree usually always go pretty good. I'm gonna have to make sure these, I don't have my gloves on. These are, I think, are invasive weeds, and I'm gonna have to take those out because they are growing up, taking nutrients from the tree, and I don't like that. So those will be coming out today. This is my lime tree. Like I said, all my citrus trees kind of went through a rough patch, and Lord knows I didn't know what I was doing, but they're growing back now. So yeah. All right, so these are my potatoes that I grew in grow bags, and they're pretty much doing really well. I've gotten the whole bag full of soil, so I can't go up anymore, but that is the potatoes, and they call it healing potatoes. Let me see. All right, so these are my potatoes that I grew in grow bags, and they're pretty much doing really well. I've gotten the whole bag full of soil, so I can't go up anymore, but that is the potatoes, and they call it healing potatoes. Let me see. All right, My strawberries, we're just gonna skip over those because I don't know what's going on. As you can see, it's got little bugs crawling in the net, so I'm gonna have to figure this thing out. But I did take off all the leaves that were, I think, infected, and so now they're growing back in good. But I'm gonna get in here and clean this bed up. Also probably move it to its by itself so I can see what is actually going on in there. So weird. Okay, these are my green beans, you guys. They're not doing well with this trellis, so I don't know if I should have kept them in between, but I'm gonna see about putting it back over the green beans and seeing how that goes. Y'all, this is my cucumber plant, and I'm sorry I'm so zoomed in. Let me zoom back out so you guys can see. So it's actually 2 cucumber plants in there, and as you can see, we have cucumbers, which we are going to pickle. So there's one, and there's another. Let's let it get focused. Okay, maybe it's too zoomed in to focus, but that's one. Okay, now this is my other cucumber plant that I have on a trellis. It hasn't given me any cucumbers yet, but we're gonna get in there and clean up the brown leaves and see what's going on with it. Y'all, these watermelon are growing out of control. So I have 2 trellises for for 2 watermelon plants, but I have 1, 2, 3 more that I gotta get trellises for. These are my tomatoes. They're growing in nicely. I did yellow tomatoes, and I do have some beefsteak. I got a variety of 5 different red tomatoes, and I have to put those in the ground. This is my corn, you guys. If you've been following my YouTube, you'll see my shorts where I had planted my corn, and I thought they had died, but look at that. I'm gonna have to figure out the self-pollination of them, but that's my corn. Okay, so I had an issue with my bell peppers. They did not grow in right, so I had to take that off, and I took another one off. And this is my 2 bell pepper plants. I actually got some off yesterday, and it's still quite a few in there growing. Let's see if you can see that one. So yeah, it's 1 in there hiding, and it's 2 on this, 2 or 3 on this back side back there. Oregano is doing really well, and then another tomato plant. I got to get some of the dead off. Kale always growing very well. I'm gonna show you a kale plant that is going to seed. This one's going to seed. So that's pretty much the entire garden. This plant, I put it over here by itself because it's got some ants in them, and I'm trying to see what is causing ants. I put some cinnamon, ground cinnamon down, but I'm gonna have to keep it away from the other plants because I don't want them to spread. So yep,